views and opinions expressed on any program are those of the persons appearing on the program and do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of Sunflower Media Mint. Some programs might include strong images or language that not might be suitable for all audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
It's the shades of temporary state of mind or feeling. Curated playlist by real people. You're listening to Huemood by the new Hue.
Back to the pod on a Friday night. It's 11th of September. Welcome to the New You podcast. This is H, of course, together with my co-hosts, Reg and Vino. We're back, guys. We're back for season 2. And this is, welcome. This is You Mood by the New You. The show is every Friday. We get to hang, and then this is more of the chill vibes, chill side of the New You, wherein we ask our guests to curate a playlist and share their mood when they're creating this playlist. And we launch it every Friday for new music. Uh, if you want to check out our previous episodes, you can download it on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and then Google Podcasts. All of our episodes are there. Our curated playlists from season 1 are all in Spotify. You can go check it out. You can download it. Well, for tonight, before I go on introducing our guest for tonight, I just want to kamustahin mo itong dalawan to. Virgin Vino, kamusta? We've been off air for about a month now, so ano nangyari? Ano balita? Kamusta ang nangyari sa inyo?
Ito muna, gusto ko muna tanungin si Vino kung okay na siya or iinom pa rin ba siya.
I have bourbon naka-ready. 80-year-old.
Sabi na nga
80
ba
years old bourbon. After this. Iniisip ko if I'm gonna drink during, but I'm gonna drink after.
Well,
I'm gonna finish
during
Cobra
Unite,
Kai.
you were having your own little festival, no?
Yeah. Oh, Unite is actually, it's tiring actually. But it's very, it was a success. A lot of people actually enjoyed the 2-day festival, and also all of the artists. I'm having a lot of good feedbacks from them. So it was a really good effort from all of the people who participated for Unite.
Speaking of Unite, it was a fun 2-day fest, and I want to thank the artists from OC Records, the DJs from Open Door Artists, Kian City,
Okay,
Mary
yeah.
Taylor. We had the DJ like Odin, Those Damn Nerds, Gatsy Lee, Angelo G, Angelita from OC Records, Loch Ness, Nikki Bagaporo, and more. I want to thank them in terms of course, alam natin yung mga artists na yun, sobrang nag-enjoy lang yan eh. Wala naman talaga mga bayad yun na tumugtog. They just play their hearts out para to give entertainment na rin to those people who are still at home. Everybody should be at home. And yun yung pinaka-wish naman natin. But our guest for the night, if you have been following her, or you're quite used to her as a girl playing her ukulele or strings or whatever instrument. Personally, I've been following her on YouTube, listening to her music and stuff, and then recently, of course, her collaboration with Mr. Mraz. Our guest for that for you would Ms. Renee Dominique. Welcome to the show, Renee.
Hi guys.
Welcome, Renee.
Hi,
Welcome.
welcome.
Hi. Thanks for having me.
We're really happy that you are our first episode for Huemood, actually. And we have already comments from Saudi saying hi
Yeah.
to you.
Hi. Thanks for tuning in, and I hope you chill with us for tonight. Thank you for the support.
But before we go on talking about
Alright.
your playlist, Roadtrip for tonight, I want to talk first about how was the past few months? We've been on lockdown quarantine for about 7 months right now, I think. Kamusta? How are you during this pandemic?
It's honestly been a roller coaster. I'm not gonna lie. Like the pandemic has really been emotionally tolling. I think for all of us, naman. But
Mhm.
me, I lost a couple of people in my life. I mean, I'm just gonna be real. I lost my grandpa a couple months ago, and some friends. So it was really hard. But at the same time, thank God that I still have opportunities to keep me busy and I just had a Colgate ad a couple of months ago, and then now we're actually busy because I will be releasing my next single next month. So we're going to be shooting the music video
Ooh.
this coming week. So besides
That's
all of
great.
that, I'm still happy that I have work. And yeah, I'm overall doing good. Yeah.
It's good to hear that entertainment industry is starting to pick up again. Like
Right.
you guys getting to shoot like commercials, ads. How do you guys do it? I mean, what's the situation? What's the setup when you do those
Yeah, for your
shoots?
music video, how is that gonna be? For your single.
Mhm. Well, what I did for my commercial with Colgate was I had to shoot it at home lang talaga, so everything was kind of like just in my house, homemade. But
Is there a prod team to it shooting?
for that commercial, it was only me. But for my upcoming music video, I have a prod team and a studio and all of that. But yeah, COVID protocols are still strictly implemented, and there has to be a limit only to the people who can be on set, and just the whole team. So it's it costs more, but at least it won't stop us from creating and putting
Mm-hmm.
stuff out there. And I'm actually happy because the entertainment industry was so quick to adapt to the situation right now. And yeah, I mean it's a good thing, and people are becoming more productive because now everything is reachable because they can do it through their phones now. And yeah.
Like what we keep on saying before when we started the season one, technology made this pandemic easier compared to
Yeah.
no technology at all.
Right.
As we all know, Renee had her stint in the States for a couple of months. Wait. Are you here in Manila or are you still in the States right now?
I was in the States, but now I'm back in Manila. So I was almost like I was this close to getting stuck there. Like
Oh
flights
wow.
were getting
Okay.
canceled, and we were like, oh no, like where are we gonna stay? I mean, like we have family there, we have friends, but then syempre, like I gotta go back home, and my family's here, so
Mm-hmm.
it was pretty stressful. But thank God we got to go back home. As in, like we got the second to the last flight for like that whole month, I think, and it was hectic. Yeah.
How was the process from you traveling from the States back here in the Philippines? I mean, I've heard a lot of stories that it was horrible. You guys have a lot of permits to go through or
Randaming
quarantine
procedures.
Right.
procedures. How was it for you?
I think for me, because during that time that we went back here, like the travel restrictions were only slowly starting to be implemented. So it wasn't that strict yet. Like we had to go through quarantine. Of course, we had to quarantine for 2 weeks, but it wasn't as hassle as it is now.
Now,
Um, it wasn't that hard of an experience. We just had to quarantine for 2 weeks. Because a lot of even clinics started to close already, so we can't really go out of the house. But besides that, it wasn't. Yeah, like I said, we traveled. I think late March, so
Mm.
that was the
all right.
time that just like announced that it's like the travel restrictions and all that. But yeah, it wasn't super hard, at least for us. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But personally, I want to ask this since I grew up in that generation. I'm one of I'm I'm a big Mraz fan, and
Yeah.
recently we know that Renee had this collaboration with Jason Mraz himself. Could I love you anymore? Care to share us how was the experience working with Mr. Mraz?
It was fun. I think working with Jason was really like a very pivotal moment in my music career,
Mm-hmm.
and I really learned a lot just being around him. He was very generous with sharing like tips and advice when it comes to music, and he's just an overall good, down to earth man. And he never treated me as like someone who's a newbie or someone who is, like he always treats people as like equal to him, which is something that I really admire about him. Um, and my experience in the States recently was really fun too because I was there to promote our song. So I was really busy with a lot of guestings, and I got the chance to sing in an iHeart Studio show, which was really cool. It was really fun. It was hectic, but it was fun. I actually enjoyed my time. It was just, it was just kind of repetitive. It came to that point that I had to say the same thing over and over again. But I mean, like, I love it. I love interviews. I love going on guestings and meeting people. And it was just so funny because when that was happening, the coronavirus was starting to get more like out there. So before, because I would usually guest in news channels. So before every interview, before my segment, there would like the news would be all about coronavirus. This big long. Oh, okay. By the way, there's a singer here. So it was funny, but it was cool. It was cool. Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot.
Well, I just wanted to say also, and I mentioned this also to you off screen, but prior to this, I've been a huge fan of yours ever since like your YouTube covers. When you started doing the covers now. So I'm honestly, I just wanted to tell you how happy I am for you, genuinely, that to see your progression, like from the perspective of a fan, from the YouTube videos to doing to ending up doing a cover, or not really a cover, rather a collaboration with Jason Mraz himself, and he's also a fantastic musician. So yeah, so given your, I would say this is a pretty immense growth, especially for somebody that has been watching you, right? How do you feel about the sudden growth and the changes in your career, or the opportunities?
I'm honestly very grateful, but the thing is, I'm happy because, like, in my head, I'm like, finally, it's about time. Because, for those of you who don't know, I've been doing YouTube for over 7 years.
Yep.
And yeah, like when I started YouTube, it was a whole different community. Like, there was no monetization, there was no such thing as influencers, and it was a different time. And I started YouTube mainly because I just wanted to share my music, and I wanted to just make my own renditions of different standard tunes. And as time went by, like the social media just started to boom, and then suddenly influencers came out, and then it was such a drastic change, and everyone just started to like become famous instantly. And there was a time when I felt left out, because I was like this. I feel like I've been doing YouTube videos for like way longer than these people have.
Yeah.
Like, like, when's it my turn or something like that. So, there was a time, I was really like, it really did affect me, and it kind of discouraged me too. But then I decided to not think about that and just really focus on myself and my growth. So I really did the best that I can to just be active and campaign and all of that stuff. And years later, I start to see more progress, and I'm very, very thankful that I got the chance to also establish myself as not just someone who does covers, but someone who's actually also a singer and someone who's also a songwriter. And I'm thankful because I got to go through the process genuinely of like waiting and just focusing on my craft. And now that, it's slowly but surely, and now that I'm slowly starting to have more opportunities, I feel like I'm more grounded as not just an artist, but a person. So I feel good, and I'm very grateful.
It sounds like a long process for artists, right?
Yeah.
Yes, very.
What's the big break that you got? Was it from YouTube, or is it outside YouTube?
I'm sorry, what's the question?
Your big break. What was your big break?
I feel like it really did start on YouTube, because when I started to do more like covers and renditions, it started to pick up and get more views until like I have a lot of hit videos on my YouTube that have like over, most of them are like over 5 million views. And I feel like that's when my break started, because as I got active, I became friends with the YouTube algorithm for some time, and more people started to like see my channel and watch my videos. So I think no, YouTube is, I keep saying I think, but YouTube has really been the platform for me that opened doors for a lot of the opportunities that I have now. So I could definitely say that YouTube, my biggest break was on YouTube.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, one of the few covers that I think also got most of her views was her version of "I'm Gonna Be,"
Yeah, yeah,
because that one was like an incredibly different, or like quite a stark contrast from the original singers and the soundtrack.
right. Thank you.
It
Yeah,
was really
it's
nice.
a good. I love that song by the Proclaimers. Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, before we go on the launch of Roadtrip, Renee's playlist for the new you, I want to talk about first about copyright. Well, recently Facebook and Twitch launched this statement about banning or regulating content in terms of music within their platforms. And well, since
Right.
you've been doing covers on your YouTube channel, uh, I don't know if you're actually the right person for that, but I think you have some experience to it. I
Mhm.
want to understand how this copyright thing works. I mean, for some who have been planning to work on with their own vlogs or their own channels, how this thing work with YouTube or what? And how about with covers or using really copyrighted content like music and stuff?
Right.
Care to share us more on your experience of this?
Right. I think for me, my experience with copyright claim, as we would call it, is because the good thing about YouTube is that when you make your own version of a song, it's kind of considered as art in a sense. So depends on the label, but most of the time they claim half of the earnings that you will get from your video because they still kind of acknowledge that, okay, well, you kind of had your own spin to this, so okay, we will get. In terms of like how much are they getting, I'm not quite sure, but I feel like they're getting a bigger cut, obviously. But
Obviously.
I think on YouTube, I think it's still fair because most of the time it's a split. Uh, it's a split deal, but it depends. There are some labels who are not generous. They will just claim the video right away. But thankfully, from my experience, I've never experienced like a strike wherein they'll take down your video. I haven't experienced that, thank God. But I think when the only time that they claim a video or they ask for you to take it down is when you use a song just as like a background, but not like you making a cover of it. I think that's when like the labels get sensitive. Yeah, right. So even on vlogs, I recently just posted a vlog, and I was really skeptical because I was like, should I do non-copyrighted music or should I do copyrighted music? But I was like, whatever. Like I'm just not gonna monetize it na lang, because I want to use music. I mean, it's just a vlog. It's not for any advertising. So yeah, but going back, if you do a cover, you definitely get a share at least on YouTube. Yeah.
Well, now going to the playlist itself, or what the new you is all about. Well, we asked Renee to create a playlist for us, and we're launching it tonight. It's titled Road Trip. Okay, so with Road Trip, when you were creating this, of course, I
Right.
think the title away is a giveaway already. But care to share us on what's your thought, what's your current
Mm.
mood, and thinking about this road trip playlist that you made.
Hmm. I think one thing that I love to do is to create playlists, and I'm very particular with the kind of playlist I listen to when I'm in a certain mood. And for me, one of my favorite playlists of all time is like road trip playlists. So when I got your message on Instagram, I was like, okay, well this should be easy because I love road trip music, if that
Mm.
makes sense. But
Hmm.
I know road trip music is different for everybody, but
Yeah.
I'm a very feels person, and I love just like looking out the window and just reminiscing or daydreaming. So for this playlist, I actually just took it's kind of a general playlist of like different songs that I would listen to. if I were in the car for a long time. But I got all of these songs from like my different playlists that are all basically for road tripping. So yeah, that's like my whole, I guess, inspiration for this. So
So I guess this playlist is ano, it's very Renee.
yeah,
It's very you. It's your go-to, yeah.
right, exactly.
The playlist kind of remind me when you're driving, it's either sunset or sunrise.
Yeah,
That's how it feels.
Yes.
yeah,
So the mood's steady. The
right.
lyrics are very much hits you in a lot of spots.
Yeah,
So when I was listening to it, I didn't even forward uh, one song. So
Mm.
it really tried
oh,
to embrace it. Yeah,
thank you. That's nice.
that's
Yeah,
what that
I'm a very sunset person. So when you said sunset or sunrise, like yes, like that's totally
that's
the
it.
vibe. Yeah,
Oh yeah, especially with ano with cheapest flight.
I love cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But actually, I wanted to talk about what we talked about before we went live, right? So one of my favorite all-time guilty pleasure songs is there, and it's "Come On Eileen." Yeah, so we were talking about how, it's really something I realized na when I was sharing it with my friends also when I was super duper like into it. It's still a favorite of mine until now. And that's when I realized it's really more of an acquired taste
Right.
for people, right?
Mm-mm.
It's too jumpy. There's a lot going on, but there's something very charming about it.
Yeah, yeah. Look, charming is the word for sure. When I learned about this song through a React episode on
Mm-mm.
YouTube, and then they were making the people like guess the song. And I was like, what is this song? Like it's so nice. I had to look it up, and I was just like, I've been in love with it for so long. And yeah, it's definitely an acquired taste. Like even my friends, like not a lot of them would appreciate it. But it's such a, I don't, yeah, it's definitely a guilty pleasure, and it's just something that you listen to if you want to just feel good, you know. A lot
No,
of
yeah, that's true.
people like that, so yeah,
It's a feel good song. It's the kind of song you want to listen to when you want to feel instantly like happy or better about something.
right, yeah, exactly.
Vina?
I just wanna say there's a lot of love coming from all over the globe right now
Yeah,
from
there
for
is
you.
There's
actually.
a lot.
So from Singapore and a lot of people are just saying hi to you. They really love you. You know.
I know
Um,
it's
you know. Uh, you could like what we talked earlier. You could can you give us a small sample of your favorite composition and to show your love for these a lot of
okay, I can do. Wait, what? Okay, I know we talked about this earlier, but now I'll do that one.
It's okay. Take your time. Take your time.
Because I feel like that's what everyone wants to hear. I'll just sing an acapella. Uh, wait. I forgot my own song. Hold on. Wait. Okay. Full moon, bedroom, stars in your eyes. Last night, first time that I realized the glow between us felt so right. Could I love you anymore? Could I love you anymore? Could I love you anymore? Softly, slowly, love unfolding. Could this love be true? Could I love you anymore? Could I love you anymore? Could I love you anymore? Dun.
Oh my
wow.
Thank you
goodness.
so much,
Wow.
Renee, for that
Wala
one.
walang auto-tune yan ha. My God.
Very raw. Walang auto-tune.
Oh my
and
goodness.
you know what I'm looking forward to that one is because she's not holding any of her instruments right now. Because
Yeah.
we're really used to seeing her on YouTube with her instruments playing and having her own side of things, but now it's all raw.
Yeah.
It still really sounds good. Um, Once again, this playlist by Renee, Dominique, Road Trip will be out on Spotify after this podcast. So I've seen this comment also. So Rosalie Maestro, thank you for noticing na wala palang audio kanina. I don't know if it's on the whole episode or what, but anyway,
No, no.
baka a bit of ano lang, technical glitch. For those now who joined us for tonight, it's really just a simple chat, a small chat with Renee. It's really good to have you here on the pod. Uh, Thank you so much for your time. And well, for the next few weeks, the pod is back. The new year is back. We will be back every week with three shows actually. It's preview BU and Huemood every Friday, like this one with Renee. So next week we will have Katsi Lee on the show with her intimacy and infinity playlist. So watch out for that. And a lot more in store as well for the new you. Vino, anything else?
I just wanna ask Renee, if you have anything to plug?
Yeah.
Maybe you
Yeah.
have something that you want to share with all the viewers right now.
Yeah, yes, please, if you want to hear more music, do follow me and subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/Renee Dominique. Follow me, Twitter, Instagram, at Hey I'm Renee. And I'm also actually going to go live on Huemood after this, so follow
Oh.
me
wow.
on Huemood. It's
Oh,
at
yeah.
Hey I'm Renee. And yeah, I do have an upcoming single which will be coming out next month. So please stay tuned for that. It's going to be exciting and it's going to be it's a different sound compared to my last single. So I'm really excited to share it all with you. And yeah, that's all. Yeah, thanks for having me, guys.
Our pleasure to have you.
I will.
It's our pleasure.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you, thank
for
you.
being here on Huemood. Reg?
All right. So thank you to everybody who's watching, and thank you, Renee. I'm so happy to have met you kahit online lang. I'm really such a huge fan, so I'm really
Mm-mm.
happy to see your future works and your progress and your growth in the music industry. Um, Thank you to everybody who's watching. If you're enjoying this episode, make sure to give it a like and follow us at facebook.com/the new HughPH and on Instagram for more updates at the new HughPH. Charles?
We
Okay.
also have our website.
Yes.
We forgot the website. We also have
Sorry,
our
miss. Kaka-start lang eh.
www.thenewhue.com.
The new UPH. The new
You
UPH.com.
forgot the website.
Sorry guys, we're a bit rusty. We've been on break for 1 month. But hey, like what we said, we're back. We're back, we're getting better, we're getting bigger, with new shows, with new topics to talk about, and new playlists every Friday that we're launching. And this is something that's good. I mean, like for some, mga Pilipino, iba-iba mood natin, pwedeng sobrang pagod natin this week. And I want to say that to those na nagtrabaho at kung ano mang ginawa sa isang buong linggo, like what we always say, congratulate yourself. You made it to the end of the week. You made it to the end of the week. It's really a tiring week. But hey, you're still here. You're still alive. Once again, Renee, thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us for tonight's episode. Everyone that's watching, download this episode on Spotify, like what Reg mentioned. I'm not gonna repeat that, but like what always Vina is always saying, share the playlist as well. Share Renee, the road trip playlist. A bit wala bulol talaga. Anyway, it's a tiring day, guys. Renee is going to be on Kumu next, so lipat tayo doon. Ganun naman na. Well, that's how life is right now. And with the new you, we don't compete, guys. We promote. We promote collaboration with one another. Okay, so yeah. After this pod, go check Renee on Kumu. Go there, watch, and I think you're gonna perform there. So yeah, have a good night. Grab a beer, grab a wine, whatever. Grill. If you have any food out there, bring it out. Eat. Listen to Renee. Good night, everyone. Yeah. If you want coins.
If you
They
guys
have
are
coins.
Ganun nga pala dun.
Right.
Coins are in.
Coins are in.
Coins are in.
Especially Kumu.
Yeah.
Okay,
Good
thanks
night,
guys.
guys.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
guys.
Good
Good night.
night. Thank
Thank you,
you.
Renee.